Hey everyone, today let's talk about consent and response. Consent and response are part of what we call social interaction theory. And this is the theory that we look at biologically for all human interaction. All human interaction is relational interaction that is based on either our agentic consent or our agentic response to a situation that's happening. So A does something and B consents or responds. So when we're looking at this in the context of targeted partner abuse, we are looking at a wife either consenting to something that she's interacting with her husband or responding to that. So when there's violence of any kind, and I will say, no matter how many people come back at me on this channel and refute the fact that response to abuse is an agentic choice, and whether it's silence or whether it is an action that she takes, to any type of violence, all abuse is violent. It's violent because it affects her physiologically. It's violent because it affects her psychologically. It's violent because it affects her emotionally. You don't have to hit. Words hurt. Psychological abuse, gaslighting, manipulation, power over of any kind all hurts. It hurts us as human beings. And so it's all violent. And you can come back at me all you want, but it's not going to change my mind on that point. I've been in this field long enough to have seen the effects of it. But when we are looking at a woman's response to a man's behavior, so A is the man's behavior, that always comes first. Even if that behavior happened a week ago or a year ago, she is still responding to it, because a response can take time. A response is a process of dealing with an emotional wound, a physiological wound, a psychological wound that takes time to heal. And so our responses are always part of that social exchange, no matter when that timing happened. But we're not responding to an event that didn't occur. We're not responding to an absence of gaslighting, an absence of secret sexual behavior. We're not responding to any of those kinds of things. We are responding to his actions and his behavior in a way that either we have given consent to it and we're okay with that exchange and that interaction, or we're responding to it by some other means, walking away, getting angry, crying, going no contact, any of the things that we do that help us get to safety. If you are trying to deal with this and are being told that you have a trauma bond, or you're using reactive abuse and that's bad, that's wrong, now you're abusive too, come see us at Center for Peace. We will help you unpack this correctly so that you can manage what you are dealing with, and you can hold your story the way that you need to hold your story. You can find us at www.cenfp.org.